What's going on? Welcome to the beginner guide for online fitness coaching. So basically, this is for anybody who's a bodybuilder who wants to monetize off their physique, personal trainers who are tired of working on the gym floor and they actually want to monetize and build a coaching business online rather than in person and free up more time and make more money, have more flexibility, time, location, freedom, all that, salesy stuff. From there, it's also a perfect guide for anybody who's a beginner or a complete newbie to online fitness coaching and they want to start. So if you've ever thought about starting fitness coaching and you know it's possible, you see other people doing it the exact same way, you're probably better physique, more knowledge, whatever it is, more experience. And you see these young guys or you see people really scaling their coaching businesses and you're really wondering why or how and why you're not doing it. This is a perfect guide for anybody trying to start and try to scale. And we're gonna be covering everything from A to Z, and I'm gonna be going to put you guys completely on to the absolute best mechanism and the best way to run this to make sure that you monetize properly. You can build a long-term business in the long run. Okay, let's get started. If you don't know who I am, my name is Andrew Wilkes. I've scaled multiple coaching businesses, including my own, from $0 to $27,000 in a single month, USD, in my first month. All because I had a strong sales background, proper DM setting process, and a great online profile built around doing 75 hard. Where did I start? I started kind of as a regular, everyday gym bro in great shape. I used to be an amateur MMA fighter and moved into gym when I got injured and I quit. From there, I tried e-commerce, dropshipping, day trading, everything you've probably tried yourself or everything you've tried to look into because a guru told you it's the best thing out there. Here's a non-guru. I know I have the guru setup, but I'm very anti-guru, telling you that fitness coaching, if you're in shape, have a good mindset, and are hardworking, it's the best outlet for you to make money online. I tried everything, and when everything failed, I was like, oh, what if I just make content, try and be an influencer? But that sucked. When I saw how much money those guys were making, it wasn't anything. And then I realized how they're making money behind the scenes was through coaching. So that's when I started documenting everything through 75 Hard, started showing people what I do, who I am, and built a brand around actually helping people with their entire life and improving themselves. And that's the system that I'm actually going to show you guys today. So from scaling my own coaching business to 6 figures, I was able to backtrack and really reconstruct the entire system. And I'm going to be talking about exactly how to do that for yourselves as well. So we're going to be going over how to create content that actually converts, the exact sales process that turns somebody from a completely new viewer into a client in the smallest amount of turnaround time possible. Why selling high ticket is the secret to actually hitting 8 to 15 to 50K months as an online coach, and how to actually charge yourself and position yourself as a premium coach to be able to attract high paying buyers rather than just being an average coach that everyone sees on their For You page. Okay, so fast forward today, I was able to scale my coaching business and multiple coaching businesses over $40,000 per month. And that's allowed me to build a business that gives me freedom, gives me time freedom, location freedom, financial freedom. I don't work. I take care of my family, my loved ones, my girlfriend, everybody, even my creative director, Ben, who I just flew from Germany. Say what's up, Ben.
What's up?
Ben, right? So with that being said, the coach that wins gets paid for their passion, the clients, the transformation, and their life. Okay, that's something I live by because I love every single one of my clients. I always have, always will. All of the people I work with, I'm very picky with who I work with. I love every single one. And this is the first thing I'm going to teach you about fitness coaching online. Make sure you love what you do. Make sure it's built around passion because I love my clients. My clients are my brothers. I take care of them. They fucking respect me and we build their businesses off of who they are. So I have to understand them. And that's the first mistake that most mentors and fitness coaches make when they get into this space is they try so hard to just be the Hermosi, the business owner, that they've removed the person from the actual program. And now they just see them as a number. And that's why clients are going to give you a headache. They're not going to like you. They're going to ask for refunds. They're going to ask for disputes. Make sure you're building a business off of passion, not just impulse to make money. Okay, that's basically why this business model has been so fulfilling for me and everybody else who has done it through my program. We build it based off of you. So today's guide is going to be for anyone who's ever thought about starting their own coaching business or maybe already has and they want a strategy to actually scale to 15K, 8K, whatever it is, 100K per month. Okay, so you're going to need a bit more extensive if you want 100K, but you get the point. Okay, and as someone who turns regular personal trainers and gym bros into 6-figure entrepreneurs every single day, you're in the right place. This is going to break down Fitness Coaching 101. Now that I've kind of given you guys an intro and I kind of run down on who I am and why the fuck you guys need to watch this video and listen to me because I'm the fucking shit. Now we can actually get into the sustenance so you guys can learn, okay? Maybe you fast forward that, but now we can get into it, okay? First thing I want to get over is, and I actually have my notes here because I'm not a robot. I'm not going to memorize this entire thing. So I do have my notes here. So I am reading, right? So first thing we're going to be going over is why fitness coaching is the obvious choice for not just me, but for you as well. Okay, you could become an influencer, you could try and secure a brand deal and get paid that way. So why fitness coaching? The obvious reason for starting is that 99% of people who try the influencer route and the virality route, it doesn't actually work for them. They don't make any money or they don't go viral. And let me kind of explain on that. So brand deals or selling supplement products or affiliates, whatever it is, there's a fatal flaw. You're selling yourself short every time. These big brands, they want to make money and they only want one thing, is profit. So your profit margins are super low and I don't blame them. They want to make money, so do you. It's a business. But you're doing so much work for them and building a brand to sell for them, you're basically just a billboard, okay? But with fitness coaching, you are making 100% of the fucking, my fault. You're making 100% of the profit. Almost zero business models out there, you make 100% of the profit. So there's a way out. And smart people like me and you are realizing that. It's a simple content strategy, the right offer built for a right person, a dialed in sales system, and that's it. With that built into my business, I was able to make $40,000 in a single month with 1,100 Instagram followers as a fitness coach. That's not because you need millions of views. You don't need to go viral. You just need 5 to 10 of the right people becoming your clients monthly so you can actually beat all these so-called influencers in income, okay? So number 2, the content strategy that works, even if you have 0 followers. That's the thing, is so many guys are like, oh, I have no followers. Dude, people pay me every day who don't even follow me because they see one post. We build the content strategy around them seeing that one post, funneling into the DMs, we nurture them and send them more stuff. If you got this video sent to you in the DMs and you don't follow me, well, that's proof. If you see this video and you like me, the conversation will carry on. If you don't like me, well, fuck me, you won't talk to me. So it doesn't matter. But that's the thing, we're building your content around bringing in the right people on one video first. Every video counts, okay? So when you charge up front, $2,000 to $6,000 for 3 to 6 months worth of fitness coaching, you don't need thousands of followers. You just need a few right people every month to make your bank account flood, okay? So let's say you're charging $3,000 per client. You would need 5 clients every single month to hit that big goal that you have to hit $15,000, okay? So let's say you close 30%, that means 17 booked calls to hit that. Let's say you book 1 call every 10 conversations with prospects. You only need 170 conversations with prospects every month. Not every prospect will reply to your DMs. Not every prospect is gonna be qualified. But realistically, you only need 200 to 300 followers or leads every single month to hit $15,000 per month, which if you post 1 video, you're basically guaranteed 2,000 views on a video if you're starting from completely 0. So with that being said, let's make the right content. Number 3, there's 3 types of content that you actually need to post. First one is going to be top of funnel, mid funnel, and bottom funnel. Okay, the reason we have 3 different ones, and you never want to post one without the others, right? It's like a car. You need top, mid, and bottom. If you don't have all of them together, it's like trying to build a car and telling it to drive, but it's like, okay, well, I have the tires, but I don't have an engine. Okay, well, now I have an engine, I don't have the tires or the spark plug, right? You need all of it. And they all congruently funnel in the right people. So let me break this down. Top of funnel is the content that actually gets attention and eyeballs. The right content that actually reaches new people who have never heard of you before. It's gonna bring those people in. These people are scrolling Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, whatever it is, and you post and they come across your video, and now they do not know who you are yet. They don't trust you. They're not ready to buy yet. And the goal of top of funnel is not to sell immediately. It's to get them into following you so they can actually nurture and they can get to know you through your mid funnel content, right? So for example, if you help busy guys get in shape or busy men get in shape, your top of funnel could be things like this. Why you're not losing fat even though you train 5 days per week. Why most men overcomplicate diet. The reason your chest is not growing. Stop doing these if you want to build muscle. This type of content is designed to attract attention on a wide demographic. Okay. Then you have your mid-funnel content. Your mid-funnel content builds the trust and the rapport with the actual lead, right? This is where you explain your beliefs, your mindset, your system. This is where people start to think, okay, this person might actually be right for me. You guys align, right? You attract who you are, and who you are is who you put out, which means you bring in people that you put out. So put out things that you want to associate with your ideal client. Mid-funnel content basically looks like client transformations, breakdowns of who you are, and somebody that you've helped if you've helped people in the past, right? Your own fitness journey, educational posts, training tips, nutrition advice, mindset lessons, mistakes you've made when you started. This content is that content that nurtures people. Okay, it's very essential to your business. Bottom of the funnel content actually converts people from coming to you from top, getting to know you from mid, Bottom funnel is what turns that follower or that view into a paying client or a lead. Okay, this is where you make it very clear that you're not just posting fitness content for fun. This is for people to see that you actually help them. You have a coaching offer, you take on new clients, right? And the next step, if they want it, is some help. Examples of bottom funnel content would kind of be like this: how my client lost 10 kilograms in 12 weeks. DM me the word coaching if you want help with your own transformation. Here's exactly what you get inside of my coaching. Why my clients get results when they failed in the past. Most beginner coaches only post top funnel content. They post gym clips, physique updates, the most random motivational quotes you could ever hear, with a David Goggins quote playing in the background, some motivational stuff, and they wonder why nobody's buying. Sound familiar? You might be in that position right now. If not, that's okay. But if you are, well, let's fix that, okay? So you might not even see where the flaw is, and that's what I'm going to explain, okay? If you want to make good money, and a lot of money as an online fitness coach, your content has to do more than just look good. It has to attract, it has to nurture, and it has to convert. The difference between posting like an influencer and posting like a business owner is, can your content actually convert and get people to know you enough to buy high ticket, okay? So here's what you should actually be posting if you're a complete beginner. If you're starting from completely scratch, don't overcomplicate anything, okay? You don't need to post 10 times per day. You don't need a full content team. You don't need cinematic edits. Dude, you need to keep it simple. You need content that speaks directly to one type of person that you actually want to help. Because when you're starting from scratch, don't attract 1 million people, attract 50 of the right people. Simple. The easiest content strategy for this is post content about the exact problems that your clients are having. And usually when you're picking a demographic, it's the type of person that you were in the past, because that's the easiest one to coach. And we all kind of know that. So I call it Big Brother content. Post and make content that would have helped you when you were in their position. So let's say you were a fat guy. Womp womp. I was a skinny guy. So let's say you were a fat guy and you're posting content for an ideal client. It's probably going to be for fat people. Post the type of content that you would have needed to see or hear or listen to or relate to buy from somebody to help you in that current situation, or relate to that to the point where they would follow and look up to you in general, okay? So if your ideal client is skinny and wants to build muscle, let's talk about things like this: why he's not gaining weight, why his training is not working, why he needs to eat more, why he keeps program hopping from one to the next and it's not working, and why that won't work ever, right? So why is he scared of getting fat while bulking? If your ideal client is overweight, then it kind of looks like what I explained, right? Simple things like why he keeps falling off his diet, why cardio alone isn't enough, why weekend eating ruins progress. Why does he not need to cut out every food that he enjoys? We have one client, Joe, who's fucking crushing it right now, and his entire thing is fat loss because he lost weight, and he makes so much content about how people don't need to eat like a bodybuilder and they can eat whatever the fuck they want as long as they're in a calorie surplus, which I don't completely agree with because I'm a bit of a health nut myself. Other than that, but it rips because he's understanding his demographic, which is his older version of himself, okay? So from here, this is where we want to go. You don't want to just look like a content creator. You want to look like an expert as soon as you start, okay? The biggest question that beginners have, and you need to think of, is who am I to coach people? I'm not the best bodybuilder. I don't know anything about fitness. I don't have a degree. I don't have a certification. I'm not technical enough to help somebody. I'm not advanced enough to help somebody, but here's the simple truth, okay? Neither was I, but my clients got results, and that's why we did so fucking well. It's because I cared, and I put the work in, right? And I knew enough to change somebody's life, okay? So you just need to be ahead of the person that you're working with. So if you've trained for years, built a good physique, learned nutrition, made mistakes, fixed those mistakes, and now you're looking to help somebody avoid them, you have the value because you've been there, right? If I'm running down a forest path, if I'm and I'm running, and I'm going through a forest and I trip on a log, break my face, my nose is over here, my cheekbone's down here, my collarbone's snapped in half, gory. But let's say that happens. Well, guess what? When I'm running with my friend next time, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go, yo, Ben, there's a log right there. Don't trip over that. That's valuable information. That's the advantage of doing something before someone else in training them and teaching them on the mistakes you've made to make sure they don't make those mistakes and make sure they get faster progress and better progress than you. That's the simplicity of coaching, okay? This is why I don't think super fat people should coach. I think you need to be in shape. I don't agree with that, right? If you're watching this, you're probably my ICP and you probably definitely agree with me, okay? So that being said, what you need to know to help them and what you'd have to need for someone to be able to look at you and go, yeah, that guy can help me, okay? You need to train consistently, eat properly, lose fat, build muscle, stay accountable, stop quitting, follow a plan. This is what most people, normal people need, okay? And this is stuff that we've already done for ourselves, okay? That's why we're watching this video of this handsome, chiseled man teach you how to make money with your coaching business, okay? It's because you've already done that stuff, okay? So you don't need a PhD background in biomechanics. You don't need some certification. You just need to know how to get someone from point A to point B, where they are to where they want to be. That's fitness coaching summed up in a whole, okay? Now, does this mean that you can just make things up? Absolutely not. If you ever hop on a call with me and I'll ask you questions and dissect to see if you can actually coach, and I'll find you and I'll beat you up if you're trying to coach people and you don't know what you're doing. I'm kidding. But should you pretend to be something you're not? A professional in X, Y, and Z? No, absolutely not. You should be honest. If you're a beginner coach, you start by helping people with the problems you've already solved and you can easily solve. Because if they're coming to you, they can't easily solve it for themselves and you can, right? This is your advantage. If someone went from skinny to muscular, help skinny guys build muscle. If you went from overweight to lean, help somebody lose fat. If you've transformed your own body while working a busy job like a 9-to-5 or an office job, help somebody specifically do that. That's your niche, and that's where the power comes from. Your knowledge is your starting point, and your clients' results become your proof. But before you get clients, you are your own proof, okay? And this is how you build. So, number 6, biggest thing that people ask me all the time is, do I need a big following? Absolutely not. Right? You do not need a huge following. The biggest problem and the biggest myth in online fitness coaching is people think they need 50,000 followers before they can make any money. No, people think they need to go viral, become an influencer, but online fitness coaching, and the beauty of it, it's not an influencer game. The smaller following you have, the less influencer you feel to other people, the more people relate to you. What do we say about relation and trust? Anybody? Trust and relationships pay high ticket coaches. You build that by not having a bigger following. You'll probably make more money in one-to-one scenarios because people will trust you more as more of a professional person instead of an influencer selling a get rich quick kind of thing. Okay. So if you charge $3,000 for coaching, you don't need 1,000 clients. You need 5 clients. Just saying, you see 5 fat people probably every single day you go to Walmart. Hell, you really want to scale? Hand out business cards. Okay. And those 5 clients can come from a very small audience. If your content is specific enough and your offer is clear, your sales process is dialed in, then with someone with 1,000 followers and a clear offer can make more money than someone with 100,000 followers and they not knowing what they're doing. No business model, no offer, no specific content. I've seen it. I've worked with clients who have 100,000, 200,000 followers who make less money than my clients with 2,000 followers because they just rely purely on virality and it doesn't work. Number 7, how do you get your first clients? Getting your first clients is usually the hardest part, but it's not a business model difficulty. It's usually a mentality, right? It's not because it's impossible. It's because you have no proof yet. Right? You're still building confidence in yourself. You're still building confidence in your offer. You're still figuring out your offer and you're still learning how to talk to people. But the process is actually very, very simple. Step 1, pick your specific person you want to help. Do not just say, I want to help everyone get in shape. This is too broad. Say things like, I help skinny guys build muscle. Or I help busy men lose fat. Or I help beginners with their first proper physique. Simple. Step 2, create a simple offer based off your specific person. Your offer should explain who you help, the results you get them, and how long it takes. What is included? For example, I help busy men lose 15 to 20 kg in 12 weeks through this custom training, nutrition, weekly check-ins, and accountability daily. Okay, this is clear. Step 3, post content around that person's specific problems. If you help busy men lose fat, your content should speak to busy men trying to lose fat. Okay, step 4 is conversation starters, okay? This is where most people go wrong. They post content and wait, and they think their clients are just going to magically appear. This is benign. Like, what do you, people genuinely think this? Sometimes they will, but let's be real. It's a business. You're starting a business. You gotta hand out some business cards. You gotta work, right? So reply to people who comment, like, DM, follow, stories, anything, reactions, anything it is, ask questions, speak. to the people engaging with your content. If someone likes a post that you're losing fat, message them. It's not weird, spammy way. It's just a normal conversation. Hey, I appreciate you liking that post, brother. Are you currently working on a fat loss Are you currently working on fat loss yourself? That's it. From there, you qualify. You build a conversation. Okay, and if you're watching this video and you want more in depth, make sure you DM me and ask for a full DM setting framework, and I'll send that over to you. Okay, so from there, you learn about their situation, you see if they need help, and if it makes sense, then you jump off and get onto a call. If they make sense and they align with what you do and what you teach and what you sell, then you just pitch them a call. This is how your first clients come, not from being famous, just simple human conversation. Okay, and again, if you need a framework on how that works, just DM me and I'll send it over to you. Okay, my Instagram will just be in the description. Click that, DM me, say, hey, I saw your YouTube. Can I have a content or DM framework, whatever you need, okay? Or both. Okay, number 8 is how do you actually sell online fitness coaching? A lot of beginner coaches are scared of selling. They think selling means being pushy. They think selling means manipulating people. They think selling means begging someone to buy from you, right? That's not what selling is. If anyone's doing that, they don't know what they're doing and they don't have a good offer. Okay, if you have a good offer, sales should just be having a conversation to seeing if you're a good fit for someone and helping them make a decision based on what they actually need. Majority of the time, if you do this process correctly, they're ready to buy before they even hop on a call with you. So that's it. If someone has a problem and they genuinely need your solution, it's now just your job to show the solution. Proper sales process is not, please buy my coaching. It's, where are you now? Where do you want to be? What is stopping you? What have you tried before? Why does this matter to you? If I can help you solve this problem, would you want the help? The real sales conversation is not forcing yourself on top of somebody. No means no. You are diagnosing the problem like a doctor, and then you diagnose and prescribe the solution. The reason most beginner coaches struggle to sell their coaching program is because they sound too pitchy. They sound too salesy, and they try to land the sale. They try to pitch the price. They try to make the sale close early when you just have to ask somebody one question and they instantly say, do you want coaching? That feels weird, okay? It just doesn't feel human. Work into the conversation. Again, if you need a full sales breakdown, everything I'm talking about here, we have specific guides breaking down these specific things. So whatever you feel like you need, just DM me and ask me for a guide on X, Y, and Z, and I'll send it over to you, okay? From here, sales become much easier when you actually care and ask questions to show you care, okay? Which is why I think you need to be a genuine coach. You actually want to help people. This isn't a cash grab, okay? Most beginner coaches charge way too little. They charge $100 per month, maybe $200, $300 per month, and then they wonder why they're so overwhelmed when they do start signing clients. And the problem is with low ticket clients and low ticket coaching clients, you need way too many people in your phone 24/7 to actually make 10 grand per month. Right? You don't have a system, you don't have a team, you don't have a fulfillment capacity for that many people to actually hit that goal. Okay? And honestly, low ticket clients most often take the least amount of action because they're not fully invested. They're not paying you enough to have it hurt if they don't fulfill. Okay? So high ticket coaching solves everything. Any problem you have, charging more will fix it. Okay? When someone pays $2,000 to $6,000 upfront for a 3 to 6 month coaching transformation, they're committed. They're committed. They take it serious. You can give them more support. You can deliver a better experience. You need far fewer clients to actually make serious money. Let's say you charge $3,000 to make 15K. You only need 5 clients. Okay. This is very achievable. And now you actually appreciate it more because you're working and you feel like it's worth doing the work for. When you're charging $100 a month, it doesn't, really get you going to hop on 10 calls a month with a client who isn't even doing the work. But when they pay you $6,000 up front, $2,000 up front, yeah, you're gonna put the work in, and so are they. It's gonna be a way more enjoyable and fulfilling process. It's a nightmare selling low ticket. You get the worst clients, right? This is why high ticket is the secret that you need to start kind of achieving and pushing towards, because the transformation is valuable. And if somebody needs help losing fat, build muscle, gain confidence, improve their health, and finally feel good in their body, it's worth a lot. It's life-changing. Me and you both know if we were in a position where we were fat or skinny or unhealthy or depressed, whatever it was, and the gym and getting in shape changed that and transformed our entire life, we know how worthy that is. It's about making yourself a product of that feeling. And then you just need to package it properly, okay? So what your offer should include, it shouldn't be super complicated. Most beginner coaches think it's a custom app, huge course plan, supplement plan, a full recipe book, 100-page PDF, a fancy website. You don't need any of that to start, okay? A simple fitness coaching offer can include simple things like this: a custom training plan, custom nutrition targets, weekly check-ins, progress tracking, message 24/7 message support. After the first week, you'll probably get a text once a week. It's not gonna be 24/7 at first, yes, but then they get a hang of it. Okay, and it's really nice for them to know that you have 24/7 access to you. Accountability, form feedback, adjustments based on results, and that's enough. That's enough. And a lot of those are the same thing, but when you make them spread out, it sounds like you're offering a lot more than you are, but that's enough to get somebody the results they need. The value is not in how many things that get included, the value is the outcome. Nobody cares about all the details. They care about getting from where they are to where they want to be. Simple. If your client wants confidence, they care about confidence. If your client wants to build muscle, they care about building muscle. Okay? If your client wants to lose fat, they care about losing fat. They don't care about the deliverables. You don't want to talk about all the macros, all the everything. They want to talk about how they are here and they want to be here, and you're going to do it for them. Simple. That's your whole offer. Okay? It sounds way better to say, I'll help you lose 10 to 15 pounds in 12 weeks without crashing your diet and hormones, through a custom training program to fit your life in dieting to make you not miserable so that you can do it while still having fun and fulfilling your life. Okay? That sounds way better because they understand the result now. They understand how simple it is. And most coaches will pull out this big spreadsheet and show them everything that they're going to do, and they don't care. If they cared about that stuff, they would have trained themselves. Okay? They buy coaching when they just want to change their life. Number 11, what type of clients should you work with? In the beginning, do not try to help everybody. This is the biggest mistake. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm starting coaching. Open the door, open the floodgates. Anybody and everybody who comes to me, let's go. You're going to hate life on a different degree. I'm telling you this and I'm promising you this. You're not going to enjoy coaching. You're not going to enjoy life if you're just taking every single person that comes to your door, okay? So you want to help with one specific person. You don't want to be vague. For example, skinny men who want to build muscle, busy professionals who want to lose fat, men who used to be in shape and want to get back into it, beginners who feel intimidated by the gym, bodybuilders who want to improve their physique. The more specific you get, the easier everything becomes. Your content becomes easier, your offer becomes clearer, and your sales calls become way, way faster, more clear, and overall more lucrative. That's what we want. So your testimonials become more relevant. Your audience knows exactly why they should follow you. And in the beginning, you pick one person, you solve their problem. Your testimonials get easier. It's beautiful. All right? So this is how you build traction with your coaching business. Okay? It's not by overcomplicating. It's actually by simpling. Okay? So how do you deliver on coaching? Online coaching is actually very simple to deliver on. People overcomplicate this. I sign guys so often. They're like, okay, cool. Content, offer, sales, DM setting. Dude, but how do I... They're pulling out their hair and they're like, how do I fulfill for the clients that you just brought to me? Because, you know, my clients sign clients. And I'm like, dude, at the start, you can deliver through any of these. And you can use any of these. You can choose which ones you use. Or you can use all of them, but I recommend keeping it simple. Okay? Trainerize, Google Sheets, a Notion, WhatsApp, Telegram, Google Forms, Loom videos, basic check-in forms, right? Every client should know what they are doing, why they're doing what, when to check in, how to ask questions, how progress is measured throughout the entire program, what happens if they fall off track, a simple client delivery system, and what this might look like will look like this. I call it a roadmap. You should give every client one of these at the exact start of their coaching with you, okay? Day 1, onboarding form. Day 2, training and nutrition plan delivered. Every week, check-in form. Every week, plan adjustments throughout the week, message support. Every month, progress review. That's it. The key is accountability. Most coaches do not fail because of the lack of information. They fail because of the lack of structure, consistency, and support. Your job as a coach is not to give them just a plan. Your job is to help them follow the plan. That's where the real value is. If they wanted the plan, they go on Google, ChatGPT, Reddit, YouTube, Instagram, hell, anywhere. The reason they need you is more for the accountability aspect than they do actually the plan. Do I need a website? This is a question that I get very thoroughly, and I'm going to answer this in one go. No, you don't need a website to start, okay? A website can help later on after you have something built out, but in the beginning, your Instagram profile is basically your website, okay? Your profile should clearly show who you are, who you help, the results you get, and the results you help multiple different clients get and how you get it. That's it, okay? Proof that you know what you're doing, and a clear next step. If somebody wants to land on your page, they should understand within 5 seconds who you are, what you do, how you help. Simple. In what timeline. A bad bio is one that says fitness, lifestyle, mindset, DM for coaching. A better bio says, I help busy men lose 10 to 15 kg in 12 weeks without extreme dieting. It's clear. Your profile should have, a clear profile picture of your face, clean lighting. Doesn't even need to be your full physique. Be nipple, top of your head. The reason I say clear and bright on your face and well lit is because imagine if you DM somebody and you got a hoodie on, they can't see your face, it's a back pose, something like that's your car. Basically what you're doing is you're a door-to-door salesman, but in the DMs. And you're now knocking on somebody's door wearing a balaclava. Dude, I'm shooting you if you come to my door wearing a balaclava. Okay? But if you come, smile, good physique, white t-shirt, black t, whatever it is. Hey, how you doing? You'll sell me. I got bread. I like a good salesman. You'll sell me. Okay? And that's the importance. When you're knocking someone's door, the trust comes from the name and the profile instantly. Profile picture is very important. People really understate this. And a clear bio. Pin posts explaining your story, your client results, and your offer. Okay? Highlights with the testimonials, client wins, your progress, your process on how you get clients there, and the simplest thing, but so many people miss out on, is how to actually start working with you. That is enough to start. Don't hide behind type forms and websites. Most people use a website, and it's kind of a way of procrastinating and being like, I want to coach. People need to come to me. But in reality, you don't actually want to coach. You're scared. And so you put that out thinking it will build something, but nobody's going to come. That's really what a website is at the beginning, okay? They think building a business, but really, you're not. You're just building a way to avoid the uncomfortable part of posting content, starting conversations, getting clients. And you can build a fancy website after, or we can get somebody to build it for you, right? But first, get clients. Next one. This is a big one I get often. Okay. Do you need paid ads? No, not at the beginning. Paid ads can be very powerful. It's very essential to building a massive 7-figure business, but paid ads are just proof that your offer is not proven enough. Okay. Your content is unclear and you cannot close calls yet. Ads will just make you lose money faster. Okay. You're just digging a hole saying, I'm going to find the rope down here, but you just keep getting deeper. Okay. Don't start digging in the first place. Okay. Because organic teaches you the fundamentals. It teaches you what audience cares about you, what content gets attention, what problems people are having, what objections come up, what offer people want, and how sales conversations start, and how to close clients. Once you can get clients organically, then ads become the fuel. You want to start the fire first before you start pumping jet fuel on it, okay? It's expensive. Ads simply just amplify what's already working. They don't fix a broken business. This is a massive thing. Do I run ads? Yes. Do I have clients running ads? Yes, but not clients who aren't doing well organically first. So if you're starting from zero, don't worry about ads yet. Make sure you're focusing on creating content, building trust, having conversations, getting your first few clients, delivering results. And once you have some proof, then you can scale with ads the smart way. Which again, if you need a resource on how to do that, if you've already gotten to that point, just DM me and say, I need a tutorial on ads and I got you, okay? So from here, is online fitness coaching oversaturated? No, online fitness coaching is not oversaturated. Bad online fitness coaches are oversaturated. Generic fitness coaching is oversaturated. Random gym advice is oversaturated. But specific coaches solving specific problems for specific people are not oversaturated, okay? People are still overweight. People are still skinny. People are still confused about nutrition. People are still inconsistent. People still struggle with diets. And people are still failing every single day at getting in shape. And people still want to. The reason the market is not oversaturated, it's not short, is because if you can communicate and build trust and actually deliver results, you're in high demand, okay? Which we're gonna teach you how to do. So if you're just another guy posting gym selfies saying DM me for coaching, then yes, it will feel oversaturated. But if you have a clear niche, clear messaging, you're fine. The fitness industry is not going anywhere. It never has, never will. The people will always want to look better, feel better, live a healthier life. The question is not, is the market oversaturated? The question is, are you positioned clearly enough to the right people to choose you? How much can you make starting out? It depends on your effort, your offer, your content, your sales process, and how fast you learn, okay? Because we have some clients who take a little bit to get over that hump because they're not clocking them, right? If you know the Justin Bieber meme, you got ball knowledge, okay? But some people get different results. We have clients, Justin went from 0 to 10K in his first 11 days. Danny hit 16K in his first 5 weeks, right? But sometimes you'll scale fast, sometimes you'll scale slow, and both of them start from zero, okay? But it's all about where you're starting from and how quickly you can learn, okay? It takes some people time to build confidence and consistency. There's no guaranteed timeline, But the math on fitness coaching is very simple. If you sell a coaching package for $2,000 to one client, that's $2,000. You sell 5, that's $10,000. You sell 3,000 packages to 5 clients, that's $15,000. That's why fitness coaching is so powerful. You don't need hundreds of customers. You need a few committed clients every single month. But the people who win are the people who stay consistent. Okay, they post, they learn, they start conversations, they take feedback, they improve their offer, and they improve their content, which improves their sales skills. Okay, they do not post 3 times a day, get no clients, and quit. This is not a real business. Being consistent is, okay? It takes work, but if you take it serious, there's massive upside. Can you do this while working a job? Yes. I worked 3 jobs when I started this coaching business. I was 30 grand in debt when I started coaching. I worked 3 jobs. I was in a bad position. Dude, I didn't have an hour. I did what I had to. I have a client who goes to Harvard and still works a full-time job and still does full-time coaching while being a bodybuilder. Okay? I have clients who are working full-time jobs who are parents. I have clients who, one of my guys in Sweden is a CFO of a financial firm, and he works like 9 hours a day, and he's signing 2 to 3 clients a week. Okay, so you don't need to take huge risks. You don't need to quit your job immediately. If you want to, sure, go, but I wouldn't say you have to. Okay, coaching starts as a side project as you build that up, and then you can make the choice. It really only takes 1 to 2 hours per day in the beginning. Post content, reply to comments, start conversations, speak to leads, improve your offer, deliver to your clients. That's it. If you have more time, awesome. But that's all you need. 30 minutes to 2 hours is all you need to scale to $10,000 per month as an online fitness coach. I said it. One of the biggest things that I find, and this is super funny for me to talk about because a lot of my best clients of all time have always had this, not all, but most have had this problem, especially the older guys. What if you're not comfortable being on camera? You don't need to be perfect on camera. Nobody's good at the beginning. Simple. Everyone feels awkward at first. Everyone, takes a while to get comfortable. Okay, if you go back to my first few YouTube videos, my first few reels, ooh, I look awkward. But now, dude, I can do my little dancey dance. I can sell 5 people through pieces of content while playing a guitar with my toes. It doesn't matter. I can be as comfortable as possible because I'm just myself, okay? And I have conviction, okay? It doesn't matter. Your editing might be basic. That's okay. The goal is not to be perfect. The goal is to improve. And talking head usually works. And the more authentic you are, the more awkward you are, as long as you can just talk to that camera like you're on FaceTime with a friend, you'll make money as an online fitness coach. And there's a few exercises that I can give you. But again, just DM me. I got you. I'll send some stuff over, okay? You can post things like green screen recordings where you react to things. You can make client result breakdowns. Take a client who won, had a big win, had a big victory in life. Post carousels, gym footage, day in life content. Actually, speaking of, Zach, one of our clients who joined like a week ago, fucking ripping with day in the life content. Ripping. It's kind of like an ASMR. He's ripping. He's killing it. It's awesome. Day in the life content is super underrated. Okay. Educational graphics. Omar, one of our clients, ripping with his graphic educational posts that he's posting as carousels. They're hitting the explore page. Awesome. Okay. Omar, I think he just hit 70K followers. He started with us with 3K followers. Magnificento. Okay. He's doing 20 to 30K per month. Magnificent. Okay. At this point, if you want to sell high fitness coaching to people, the people need trust behind the brand, okay? So you need to get used to showing your face. You don't need to be cinematic. You don't need to be loud. You don't need to act like someone you're not. You just need to communicate clearly to the people you want to help, right? Confidence comes through reps. Simple. This is a fun part. This isn't a question anyone asked me, but this is a question I want to give you guys. What does a normal day as an online fitness coach look like? Okay, a normal day is pretty simple. You might wake up, do your check-ins with your clients, review some progress, adjust training programs, reply to messages. Then you create some content. Maybe you film a reel. Maybe you write out a carousel or 2. You post a client win. Then you engage with your audience, reply to DMs. You answer some DMs, start conversations with people who are engaging. Then maybe take a few sales calls, speak to someone who wants help, understand their goals, if they're a good fit. And if they are, you invite them into your coaching program. Okay, you can continue to deliver results to your clients. That is the business. Content brings attention. Conversations create leads. Sales convert clients. Fulfillment gets results. Results get testimonials. Testimonials create more trust. More trust creates more clients. And the loop continues. It's that simple. Once you have the loop in fitness coaching, it becomes very simple and your business is evergreen and it will never stop, okay? What mistakes do beginner coaches make? A few common mistakes almost every beginner makes. Mistake number 1, trying to help everyone. If your message is too broad, nobody pays attention. You need a very specific problem to solve. Mistake number 2, posting random content. Gym clips are not enough. Your content needs to speak directly to their problems, desires, beliefs, the objections that they might have, and the outcome that they desire. Another mistake people are making is not making an offer. Some people for months never tell anyone they have coaching available. I don't know why, but people literally will be coaching, posting content, and not make it clear that they're a coach. You need to make sure people understand your offer, have it in your bio, talk about it on your stories, post it in your content, talk about your offer, talk about that you actually sell coaching. Mistake number 4 is charging too little. If you charge too little, you need too many clients and you'll burn out. Premium coaches should charge for premium results, okay? Number 5 is avoiding sales. You cannot build a coaching business if you're scared to speak to people. Sales is a skill you learn by doing it. I've been in sales for about 9.5 years now. I wasn't nasty at it when I started. Now I don't even have to sell. I just have to talk to people, okay? You gotta make sure you get in there, you fuck up your first few calls. It's okay. You learn from it, okay? Number 6 is overcomplicating the setup. People waste months building logos, websites, funnels, apps, PDFs before they even have one client. You do not need to do that. To be honest with you, I had 3 pieces of content out. I had nothing set up when I got my first client, and I figured it out as I went, and he got amazing results. Transparency. Just saying. Now you trust me more. Okay. So that being said, that's the biggest one. Number 7 is giving up too early, quitting. The biggest one is most people are not actually that far away from getting the results they want, but they stop before the system actually starts working. It's a big factor. I've seen a lot of guys literally hop on calls with me and be like, oh dude, I don't know if coaching's working on their first month. Month number 2, they do 15K. Takes a little bit for the system to kick in. You don't, take an Advil and expect your headache to go away in 2 seconds. Okay, it takes a little bit. The system has to work. You need to give it time to work, and you need to learn from what's not working and implement the things that are. Okay, what do you need to do to start today? To start today, you need a few simple things. Sum everything up. You need a niche. You need to know who you help. You need a result that you're helping them achieve. You need to know what you help them achieve. You need to know how you help them achieve that. Your content, you need to have an understanding of how to attract them. You need to have conversations with the people you do attract. You need to turn attention into leads. You need a sales process. You need to turn leads into clients. You need fulfillment, and you need to get those clients results. That is online fitness coaching at its simplest form. It's just a skill stacking, and you stack skills through reps. You don't need everything figured out before you start. You just need to take that first step. It's simple. The reason I succeeded was because I fucking jumped off the cliff and found out how to fly on the way down. The truth about online coaching is you don't need a huge following. You don't need to go viral, a fancy website, a full team, paid ads, a perfect physique, a fitness app, massive audience, a degree in business. You can start if you're lean, you can start if you're in shape, you can start if you're a bodybuilder, you can start if you just lost weight. It doesn't matter, okay? You can start without your phone, you can start with a camera, you can start with a fucking old phone and a new phone. You can start with your current Instagram, big following or small following. You can start with the knowledge you already have. You can start with the transformation you've already created for yourself. But you do need consistency, patience, a willingness to post, learn sales, help people, willingness to improve, a willingness to take action when you don't feel ready. This is not easy money, but it's a simple business and it's an easy business, okay? If you're already in shape, you're already understanding fitness, you genuinely want to help people, online coaching is one of the best business models you can start. Because if you're starting from zero, you've already built the skill, you've already built the body, now you just need a business around it. Thank you for sitting through and listening to the whole intro into online fitness coaching and how to start in this space. My name is Andrew Wilkes. I'm the founder of Prestige Consulting. And if you're interested in starting your online coaching business and you want to talk to anyone at the academy or within Prestige Consulting, including myself, make sure you click the link in the description to apply, to hop on a call with me or one of my teams, or start a conversation with us to hear if online fitness coaching is a good fit for you and it's what you want to do. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you actually want to scale your business and you're serious about this. We post once a week on our YouTube, high quality videos like this, more in depth than some videos specifically on each topic that we just went over. And if you're interested, make sure you subscribe, click the link in the description, DM me. I love you. God loves you. Peace.